In this video, we're going to cover how to optimize your Facebook profile. I've been talking a lot about Facebook. If you're not familiar with this channel, we primarily talk about YouTube because it is by far the best method to make consistent 10K months. You can tell we do not edit on this channel, but it's the best method by far to make consistent 10K months and eventually scale to 50 to 100K by introducing a high ticket offer. But I have fallen in love, especially over the past few weeks, with how easy it is to drive traffic from Facebook into your email list, to a lead magnet, and ultimately into our YouTube channel. So whether you're using Facebook by itself or whether you're using it for a high-end offer where you need people to consume your YouTube content, again, full video on this. If you want to go watch this video called Best Traffic, I talk about my high-end coaching package is just a really big offer. So typically people have to watch between 15 and 20 hours. 10 to 15 hours, I think it's like 17 exactly, hours of my content on average before they know, like, and trust me enough to make that purchase. So we need to funnel everything into YouTube. But because I've been talking so much about Facebook, some people are selling just on Facebook. Some people who work with me are specifically using it to pump to YouTube. But regardless, I'm getting a lot of questions about, okay, Jake, I'm in on Facebook. I see how much traffic is here right now. I just need to know how to optimize the account. So I want to make a super simple video today. We have been putting out a lot of bangers recently. I mean, man, if you want to go watch some good content, this one right here was like when I was first getting started on Facebook. This right here is like my entire workflow. I go over tons of different strategies that we're using. That is so stinking good. On average, people are getting monetized in like 30 days on Facebook. I did it in 9. Here I revealed all of what I'm doing. I've got a lot of Facebook content on this page that is so worth watching. So all of that content is why people have been asking me about, Jake, how do I optimize this page? So we're going to do this very simply. Now, this is a little bit of a different one for me. So the real pieces we're looking at here. So this is a personal account turned professional. If you don't know how to do that, you can see professional dashboard. You just go to the 3 dots, you come down where it says turn off professional mode, you switch it to turn on professional mode, and that's what we're working with. So you really want to have one pin post. This is actually not the most ideal. We'll talk about that in a second. You want to have 1 to 3 featured. Now this is different. At least it's different from what pages used to be back when I actually used Facebook a bunch. But it's actually like 3 story form ones now, and you can feature 3 of them. So this is actually a little bit of an issue for me right now, is I have my where to book a call at jakethornhill.com, and I actually need to update that because, long story, Stripe needs me to show a real homepage for something. So I actually need to update that. But this is usually going to be something about you. This is going to be like your primary call to action. And then maybe who you serve, like a call out of your specific audience. But it's really cool now that you can feature 3 images right here. And those are just typical story style posts. So we're going to look at Canva. And again, so it's going to be this piece, all of your links right here. So this is my YouTube. This is my primary lead magnet. This is who I help. And then this is going to be the big one. This is your real piece of real estate. Honestly, a lot of people's are really poor, which has been weird to see. I wouldn't call mine excellent by any means, but even the general Canva templates, which is what we're about to look at, can make you a really good high quality one. So you see there's 3 ways that people can get to my lead magnet here. 1, they click this. Here's the link. That's number 1. Number 2, they scan the QR code to my free lead magnet, or they type in jakethornhill.com/free and they get to my lead magnet. All of these things. And it might seem over the top, but I just want to make sure someone can get there, because obviously clicking here, like, now they have to figure out, oh, the link's actually over here. Or they're older and they don't know how to scan a QR code because they've just never been exposed to it. And finally, like, okay, I can just type this in. Between the 3, hopefully one of them is clear enough that it gets them there. So you can see, actually, I'm just going to do it this way. Facebook cover. So there you can see, here, I'll actually pull this up. So I'll show you the one, my original one. And I was just like, it's a little too much. This one just feels a little more natural. But I also want one because I don't remember exactly what the dimensions are. Yeah, that one right there. So this is all we're doing is we're making a super simple. We're going to use templates. We're going to grab one. We're going to enter in what we do. The goal is as few words as you can possibly put on this thing while communicating a clear message, right? So like ideally, the only thing I'm really missing here is it'd be good to include who I serve. So I help this person achieve this result in this amount of time. Honestly, probably would be even better than this. I like this because it's clear when they get to this landing page because this is going to be very aligned with the text they're going to see on that page. But truthfully, even better would be I help frustrated online business owners make consistent $10,000 a month within 90 days, something like that. And then here's how. And then you point to your links. So I like that because it identifies desired result and time frame, which is the magic equation. So slightly unoptimized, but again, mine's a little different because I have a very, very, very high offer compared to what most people are doing. So it's just different. So let's see I know most people don't have Canva Pro, but man, it is so nice to have access to it. So you can see, there's so many options here. You could easily transform this into something. I wouldn't. That's probably not the one I'd recommend. There's just no need for it. Let's go back. Sorry, I've got my face over here, so there it is. Premium templates, but here's all of them. You can see anything. There's so many options. It really just depends what you're selling. If you want to go super, super simple, you can do something like this. Stick a picture of you right there. Action. Very, very easy. And it looks good. Like, it looks clean. Truthfully, the majority of people who are making really good money on Facebook don't have anything crazy. They just have something clear. That's far more important. So grab something. Again, target audience, desired result, time frame. Those three things. Grab a little red arrow. One of my favorites. Grab any of the red arrows, point it to the Join Now button. They click on it, and then you have your link right here. Again, if you want to use a QR code option, literally go to ChatGPT, say, make me a QR code that leads to this link. Then it's going to do it incorrectly first every single time. I don't understand. And say, that's incorrect, try again. And it might work the second time. It usually works the second time. And if it still doesn't work, say, still not correct, try again. I need you to create a QR code that goes to this link. Don't include the link in the QR code. And I've always had it within 3 times. I don't know why it struggles with that so much, but it does always end up giving me the good output. And then throwing your website with the direct link to what you're promoting is really, really good. So that's really that simple, right? So we're going to have a good Canva cover image. We're going to have who we help and how we help them. We're going to have our links. You could do better than me right here. In fact, I'll give you a good example here. He did a really good job with these. Now, I will say I would probably do this a little different. So this is like massive amount of stories. I think ideally what I would prefer to do, I just haven't taken the time to do it. Because like I have one and the one does, well, I suppose it does what it's supposed to do like 2 days ago. I just had to change it. It did what it was supposed to do 2 days ago. But if you just have 3, like my story, my testimonials, my strategy, who I help, how I help them, who am I, those 3 kind of things. And like just do one short video or one post. Again, you can go here, Facebook story, grab one of these, Facebook story ad, any of these, and then go through their templates. If you just want, you can make something like this and then it leads into, I'm curious real quick. Right. So just one of them, so he's using this cover. So he made one of them that, and then it actually shows the main picture. So pretty simple to do. I really don't think you need to get overly complicated with it. you should probably do 3 instead of just 1 like I have here. But if you do 1, who am I? Who do I help? Here are examples of people I've helped. Or if you don't have your testimonials, you can do testimonials of the program you've promoted. There's a lot of different options. Lastly, what are we going to do in our pin post? Now, I was in a little bit of a unique situation here because I'm using a previously personal, now professional account that had people that I've known, high school, college, church, so many people, right? None of them cared anything about my business posts, about my YouTube channel, any of it. So I was going to have to delete them, but I know a lot of these people. I still like a lot of these people, obviously, and I didn't want to hurt feelings when they came over and saw my Facebook was deleted, or I didn't want to hurt feelings of parents' friends or wife's friends or whatever, right? So I just made this fun little post, which I actually kind of like as well, because someone comes on the channel. Sure, it's not optimized. It's not promoting my offer. It's not really telling about me or who I serve or what I do. But what it is doing is showing my personality. And with my business model, again, a lot of what I do, direct people to YouTube, develop know, like, and trust over a lot of content. Then we're able to prove that, like, we actually can help you hit consistent 10K months. This is a personality thing for me. So one of these days, you're going to notice I unfriended you on Facebook. I want you to know it's only because I love you, not because I love you enough to not force you to see my business posts. Don't worry, Mom. You can stay. Dad, to be determined. Wife, you're stuck. So it's just funny. It's like, oh, that was a clever way to do it. It's just my personality. So I think for that reason, it does have a fun edge where it introduces me really well without talking about anything business, because truthfully, this handles the business portion. People are going to see that first anyways. And this is just a fun post. I won't leave it forever. Eventually I'll have a more optimized post, but this one is a lot of fun. But I recommend, again, we're going with the same kind of thing. Who do you help? How do you help them? What's their main pain point? How can you solve it? What's the time frame in which you can solve it? If you can tell that through your story, again, recommend using Claude to tell your story, but through your story, that's going to be a great way to have, that's going to be a great kind of pin post. Here's another one. She did a really good job on this. Shelly, I saw hers. I think this is a new one. No, see, dang it, Shelly, if you watch this, I just saw yours here the other day and it was really good, and now you changed it on me. So I lost my example. Let me see if I can find it. I think I shared hers. I actually thought this was an excellent pin post. This is worth a share, I promise. I know it's going to take me a minute to go back here and find it, but this is very good inspiration for. All right, well, I don't think it's much farther back than this. It wasn't that many days ago. You can see, if you have not been watching my YouTube content on Facebook, I have put out some bangers. I'm getting a lot of content out per day. All right, if I can't find her here. Well, that's wild. I don't know. Maybe she deleted the post, so it deleted my share of it. It was basically a picture of her and her daughter, and she was going through the story of used to work paycheck to paycheck or used to have a job, was able to go into an online business, has had freedom to be there for her daughter, doesn't have to miss out on the special moments, all this kind of stuff. Just really told her story in a way that was super connecting. Great pin post. So just think through that. Again, remember these pieces, this, and this is going to be your first introduction to anyone who comes on your page. These things are there. I don't know how much people really look at them. I never do, but some people do. So why would you not have them there? And then obviously a good looking professional picture of yourself. I'm going to leave you with the last thing that's very worth noting here. I have a video on creating your AI clone. So how I went viral with AI thumbnails. For this context, we're not talking about AI thumbnails, but I use the same strategy to make an AI version of myself that I can put into any context, right? So I don't have a billion different backgrounds that I want to go take random pictures of. So I can use something like this to drop a different background in behind me, a background of a pool, a background of a beach. I cover the basics of it in that video. So if you're struggling with like, how do you get just good pictures of you out that just look professional, have different backgrounds, that's how you do it. That video covers all of it. If you have any questions about any of this, let me know in the description. Again, please do go watch. A lot of the Facebook ones are really good. The monetization one is very good. This one is super underrated for how much value I threw into this sucker. So highly recommend it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.